say Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Welcome, Black. As y'all know, family is the most important unit on earth, right? Depending on who you were raised by or how you were raised, it kind of changes everything about how your life goes. So I'm celebrating Black fatherhood. I'm celebrating family by telling stories every day. Yes, we are a family channel with 1 million followers, but the focus is fatherhood. But recently someone asked me, what was the meaning behind the names of our children? And I love this question because we actually put a lot of intention and thought behind naming our children. They all have deep meanings for their names, and they're all biblical names. And because we've taken such a long hiatus from our channel to kind of recalibrate, I wanted to reintroduce ourselves in a way that makes sense. So on our Christmas vacation, I'm going to remind some of you of what the kids' names mean, and also I'll tell you the meaning of our last name. Theophilus is our oldest. His name means friend of God or loved by God. Yvette and I were going through a Bible study and we heard the name Theophilus and thought it was a beautiful name. Theophilus in the Bible was a wealthy believer who paid for the books of Acts, Luke, and John to be written. We just fell in love with the name. And true to his name, Theo is a very friendly person. He is often trying to hang around his friends. He is often considering his friends and trying to do nice things for mankind. Theo's middle name is Patrick, which he's named after his godfather, who I like to call the godfather of this channel, really, because if it wasn't for him, Patrick, who was the pastor of the church we attended back in North County, I wouldn't even have wanted to become a father or be an advocate for fatherhood the way I am now. That's a story for another time. Theophilus is a friendly person. Uriah was a name given to us by a friend who had that name as her chosen name for her child, but her husband didn't like it. Uriah the Hittite was a very faithful soldier to King David's army. The name Uriah means, my light is Yahweh, or flame of God. For us, this rings true with Uriah. Uriah is very warm, and he is definitely filled with a light that is very attractive, which can sometimes be fiery. He's big on justice, and often I think that he's the main character of our family. Uriah's middle name is Beau, B-E-A-U, which means handsome.
Good job. Good job. Keep going. Keep going. Good job. Good job. You're almost there. You're almost there. You're almost there. And guess who's a pro?
Oh my goodness, you made it,
That was
girl.
so easy.
You made it.
That was so good. Such a good job. You didn't panic. You did great.
Anaya means God's promise. When Yvette found out she was having a girl, she said, this feels like God is keeping a promise to me. She's had a close relationship with her mother, and having that same familial relationship with her family, I feel like was really important. So Yvette named Anaya her name because she is God's promise to Yvette. Anaya's middle name is Uzziah. Now, last but not least, who you guys affectionately call Uncle Baby or Uzi, his name is actually Uzziah, which means God is my strength. And his birth story is probably the most dramatic. The morning Yvette went into labor, I was shooting a commercial with Kev on Stage, a good friend of mine. I was in LA with our two oldest. She was home with Anaya, and she didn't think that she can have the baby without me by her side. I was doing everything I could to leave the commercial set, but the legal department of the commercial was threatening to sue me if I left. That's a story for another time. But I'll say this, Yvette realized she did not need me to have this baby. It wasn't on my strength, it was on God's strength. Many have seen videos of Uzziah, and they would definitely say that he is strong-willed, heavy-handed. The boy got some strength with him. So the name God is my strength is very fitting, but his middle name, he establishes Jacob, time, Edon. Uzziah, Jachin, Edon. God is my strength. He establishes time. And our last name, Henry, which means ruler of the house. Recently, I did a video about why I sold my house and moved to a farm. And as someone whose last name means ruler of the house, it's kind of weird that I don't actually have one right now. Like, we have a place to live, but it's not our home. But it's important that we do have a family home one day. But for now, we need to rule our house, where we live, inside our bodies, our vessels. And so that's what we're taking into consideration these days. I hope this video was informative for you. Let me know if you guys have any more questions below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Protect your life. See y'all next time. Peace.
I'll start running. I'll start